Tuna is one of the precious fish species with high economic value, especially in the food processing and export industry. To catch tuna, fishermen often use specialized methods and tools such as purse seine, hook or trap, in which the most popular fishing method is to use fishing boats combined with large purse seine. The purse seine is dropped around an area where tuna are swimming, and then the fisherman will pull the net up to catch the fish. In addition, using specialized fishing rods to catch each tuna is also a quite popular method, especially with large tuna species, requiring high technique and patience. During the fishing process, fishermen must be very careful not to damage the fish, helping the fish to maintain the best quality when brought back to shore. Each tuna fishing trip not only requires an understanding of the biological characteristics of this fish, but is also a challenging and arduous job with many weather factors, waves and dangers from the ocean. After the tuna is caught, the next step is preservation and processing to ensure quality for consumption or export. Because tuna is a high-value fish, handling immediately after catching is very important. Tuna is often brought onto the boat, cleaned and iced immediately to keep it fresh. After that, the fish can be processed into many different products such as canned tuna, fresh tuna, or dried tuna, serving the domestic and export markets. Tuna fishing is also gradually being managed more closely to protect aquatic resources and maintain the sustainability of the industry. Organizations and authorities have adopted many measures such as limiting the quantity of tuna caught, regulating fishing seasons and areas, and encouraging sustainable fishing methods that are less harmful to the marine environment. Along with that, technology has also contributed to improving fishing efficiency, from using sonar systems to detect tuna schools to applying modern preservation techniques to increase the shelf life of the product. However, the tuna fishing industry still faces many challenges such as climate change, the decline of tuna numbers due to overfishing, or the impact of marine pollution. Therefore, coordination between countries and international organizations in protecting tuna resources is extremely necessary to ensure the sustainable development of this industry in the future. To ensure the sustainable development of the tuna fishing industry, in addition to measures to manage and protect aquatic resources, raising awareness of the community and fishermen about marine conservation also plays an important role. Propaganda and education campaigns on the impacts of unsustainable fishing, as well as the use of environmentally friendly fishing methods, are increasingly being widely deployed. Fishermen are instructed to use modern technologies and equipment such as nets that do not catch juveniles, or to release live tuna if they do not reach the standard size, to ensure the recovery of tuna populations in the wild. In addition, scientific research is also focusing on understanding the migration and spawning behaviors of tuna. So that suitable fishing areas and seasons can be identified, helping to optimize production without causing resource depletion. International cooperation, especially in the ocean areas where tuna live, is necessary to develop common management policies, ensuring that each country complies with regulations on protecting aquatic resources. Finally, with the combination of tradition and modern technology, the tuna fishing industry can maintain stable development, not only meeting domestic consumption needs but also contributing to maintaining the position of Vietnamese tuna in the international market. However, for this industry to truly develop sustainably, there needs to be commitment and effort from all sides. From fishermen, authorities to the international community in protecting and preserving this precious marine resource for future generations to continue to maintain the sustainable development of the tuna fishing industry. The application of advanced technology in the production and management process is very important. One of the notable advances is the use of automatic monitoring systems. Such as GPS devices and satellite tracking systems, which help fishermen accurately determine their fishing locations and avoid fishing in prohibited areas. At the same time, modern sensor technology and machinery help enhance the ability to predict tuna locations, improve efficiency and minimize resource waste. In addition, the development of sustainable tuna farming models in nearshore waters is also being researched and applied. This model not only helps protect wild tuna stocks but also meets the increasing demand for tuna consumption without depleting natural resources. Tuna farms in controlled environments can provide a stable and high-quality product, while minimizing negative impacts on the marine ecosystem. However, in addition to applying technical and technological solutions, a change in awareness among the community and tuna processing enterprises is essential. Producers and consumers need to enhance their social responsibility in ensuring that products are caught and processed according to sustainable standards. This can help promote the consumption of tuna products with clear origin certification, caught using environmentally friendly methods, thereby spreading a culture of conscious consumption to protect the sea and marine animals. In the future, the tuna fishing industry can become a model for combining economic development and environmental protection, if stakeholders continue to cooperate closely and maintain efforts in protecting marine resources. Maintaining a sustainable tuna fishing industry not only brings economic benefits but also contributes to protecting biodiversity and marine ecosystems, ensuring that future generations can continue to exploit and enjoy the values from the sea. To truly achieve sustainable development in the tuna fishing industry, an indispensable factor is cooperation between countries in the region and international organizations. Tuna is a migratory species, so their protection cannot rely solely on the management measures of a single country. Organizations such as the Western and Central Pacific Fisheries Management Commission, WCPFC, or the World Fisheries Organization, FAO, play an important role in developing international policies and regulations to protect tuna species and ensure fairness in the distribution of resources. Coordination between countries helps to reduce overfishing, while protecting tuna spawning areas where conservation measures need to be implemented more strictly. For example, some countries have banned tuna fishing during spawning seasons or imposed catch quotas to ensure that tuna stocks remain stable. This requires countries to have effective monitoring systems and a willingness to share information and data on fishing activities to detect violations. In addition to international cooperation, implementing marine conservation initiatives, such as establishing marine protected areas, can also help protect the habitats of tuna and other aquatic species. These areas not only serve as spawning and breeding grounds for tuna, but also support biodiversity and other important ecosystem services. Thereby contributing to the health of the ocean. In addition, developing alternatives such as offshore aquaculture and tuna farming is becoming more feasible. Tuna farming in a controlled environment can reduce pressure on wild tuna, helping to balance consumption demand and protect natural resources. However, this also needs to be done with strict regulations on environment and food safety to avoid negative impacts on the marine ecosystem. In short, the sustainable development of the tuna fishing industry is not only the responsibility of fishermen but also the task of the whole society. International organizations and governments of relevant countries. Only with comprehensive cooperation, along with the application of modern technology, environmental protection and the development of effective management policies, can the tuna fishing industry develop strongly, stably and protect marine resources for the future to continue to maintain and develop the tuna fishing industry sustainably. Another important factor is to encourage fishermen to switch to modern, efficient and less environmentally damaging fishing methods. Methods such as Seine fishing, although very popular, also pose risks to non-target fish, such as juveniles or other marine species. Therefore, research and development of fishing methods with less impact on marine ecosystems is becoming an increasing priority. Technologies such as selective Seine fishing, or the use of electronic devices to accurately identify schools of adult tuna, can help reduce the bycatch of other fish species, protect juvenile fish and conserve other fishery resources. In addition, the use of sonar or GPS technology to locate and track schools of fish also helps fishermen locate tuna more accurately, avoiding affecting the vast marine environment and other ecosystems. In addition, an indispensable part of the sustainable development of the tuna industry is investing in scientific research to better understand the growth, migration and reproductive cycles of tuna. This understanding will help design more appropriate management and conservation strategies. For example, studies on the habitat and factors affecting tuna migration can provide valuable information to help countries and international organizations adjust fishing policies, determine fishing ban times and areas, to create conditions for tuna to thrive and develop. At the same time, the processing industry also plays an important role in promoting the sustainability of the tuna fishing industry. Tuna processing enterprises need to comply with environmental protection standards, protect workers' rights and ensure product quality. The application of clean, safe and responsible processing procedures will help protect the quality of marine resources and increase the value of tuna products, while minimizing pollution and negative impacts on the environment. Another factor that cannot be ignored is the development of infrastructure and logistics in the seafood industry, especially transportation and preservation systems. Improving cold storage systems and means of transport can help extend the shelf life of fresh tuna. Reduce losses and increase export efficiency. At the same time, preservation technologies such as freezing or using liquid nitrogen to protect the quality of tuna are also being widely applied, helping to expand the world's tuna consumption market. Finally, awareness of environmental protection and marine resource protection needs to be spread not only among the fishing community but also in all stages of the tuna supply chain. Governments and non-governmental organizations need to continue to launch communication and public education campaigns on the importance of protecting fishery resources and maintaining the sustainable development of the tuna fishing industry. By changing awareness and consumption habits, people will contribute to the protection of marine resources, while supporting efforts to conserve and develop tuna resources for the future. In the future, the tuna fishing industry can be a typical model of combining economic development and environmental protection, contributing to the creation of a sustainable fisheries industry. Protecting precious natural resources of the sea, while bringing benefits to the community and the national economy. To ensure the long-term sustainable development of the tuna fishing industry, it is necessary to build a strict management and monitoring system. This not only helps fishermen comply with regulations on protecting aquatic resources but also creates a transparent and fair environment in exploiting marine resources. This monitoring system can be deployed through modern technologies such as satellite tracking, using data from electronic devices mounted on fishing boats, VMS, and recording information from fishing vessels via operation centers. Authorities and management organizations can use this data to monitor fishing behavior, check compliance with prohibited areas, identify breeding areas of tuna and other aquatic species, thereby promptly taking measures to handle violations. This system also helps detect unusual phenomena such as overfishing or illegal fishing in conservation areas. This transparency will create trust for investors. Processes and consumers, and promote the stable and sustainable development of the seafood industry. Another important factor is the construction of green economic models and the development of the seafood industry associated with environmental protection. Tuna exploitation is not only related to fishing but also must consider the entire supply chain from production, processing to consumption. Circular economy models, where perch byproducts such as fins, frames, or unused parts can be recycled or used in other industries, will help reduce the environmental impact of fishing. Fish essence and compresses can be used as raw materials for the pharmaceutical industry, or as animal feed. In addition, some countries and functional organizations are also researching and applying models of fish farming in controlled environments. such as fish farms in cages or in special marine areas. This is a potential solution to reduce pressure on wild fish, while ensuring a stable supply to the market without causing complex damage to natural carp stocks.